Tonight on RGB, we find out who got in the news, and then we learn why some famous face is famous, and then we get fabulous with David Tlale at Fashion Week.
Your African gossip leader is back with more of the celeb secrets that put the sizzle into your Saturday. Igama lami nguSinazo Yolo, andihambi ndodwa apha, ndiniphetele i-backup, and mine is as sharp with his wit as he is with his appearance. Unjani Donovan?
Right, Mchana Mane, tonight is going to be 2 grand, like getting paid 500 rand 4 times. No? Okay. Tomorrow marks the end of Literacy Week, which is fitting as yesterday was World Literacy Day, where we remember that before the internet, the passage of information through books built the society we all take for granted today.
Incwadi zizisekelo zolwazi ke, and without them, we would be more lost than all the people lining up for skin treatments. Kodwa ke nansi enye into to lighten up your evening for the right reasons. Indaba zale veki.
Bonang Mateba allegedly used to physically abuse Uyuphonic when she drank. This is according to a leaked court affidavit the artist made in 2012 during that court case. Now, who leaked it? Who knows? One thing you can count on, they don't like Ukwinpi.
Sisoti halala getina Terry Peto, having scooped 2 of the 3 awards she was nominated for in this year's Achievement Recognition Awards in London. There is not a building tall enough for how high you're flying the SA flag.
Well done for doing well, Terry. Now, from Pitrative to the world, Pretty Yende, SA's own operatic songbird, is blazing a trail with her voice. How well is she doing? Well, reviewers are running out of adjectives to describe the sublime wonder that is her vocalizations on her new album called Dreams. Oh yeah, that's Model C, baby. My dear lady, glory to you, and keep doing what you do.
Your day job, Bubuti Saglindile. Got a rapper Tumi Molekane, aka Stogiti Kum Nezinyi fans zakhe, says that no matter how bad things get, we'll never see him without a cigar, adding that he's convinced himself that he can't even breathe without a cigar. The irony will be he will not be able to breathe because of all that smoke.
A resident here on Relkopoza, Uskolopat, says she's not threatened by Uzodwa Wabantu because Zodwa doesn't sing. Right? Now, because that's what everyone is coming to see at the show. But admit it, some of you just thought, but
it seems as though Babes Dumo's USB story might have been a stunt to cover up her theft of a song from DJ Luvas and Pluta. Between you and me, the DJs had 3 different producers listen to both versions of the track, and they said it's got the same hook, just different beats and lyrics. Pretending that someone's career may be going from Wololo to Drololo.
It's a boy for television stars Umzwandile Ngubeni and Nolwazi Shange. The couple recently announced that they'd be getting their new arrival in November. Now, here's to you, your precious memories in the making, and finding sleep somewhere along the way. Stogie T, this is a time to light that cigar, Chanam.
And tomorrow day will also be birthing a new artist soon. Until then, it's cravings and Pilates for days. To all our expecting stars, congratulations.
Now, from arrivals to departures, Uzahara is allegedly moving to America, stating that she'd achieved all she could in South Africa and in Africa, and that she'd grown tired of her private life being more important than her talent. Aski's comrade, it wasn't us. In fact, I just joined the show. Now,
America, there's nowhere to hide. Omnyumtuke, who's just joined a show, is Kayam Tetwa. The gospel artist is about to become a radio DJ when he joins Metro FM's The Sacred Space. Now you'll know who to call if your gospel track doesn't get airplay.
Notenda Madumo's 7-year fight with DJ Lulo Cafe just got legal. After she went public with the details, the DJ said he'd only given her 10% of sales of I Wanna Love You because of expenses he claims he incurred. But he still won't produce any proof of those costs. Halala Lulo. This is a lot like when your partner asks, where's the other condom? Something happened. Nobody's talking.
Yeah, I guess Kululo sizohlaza baxhosa apha, please ndicela ukhuphe i-receipt okanye #payback the money. Now, rapper Mai is justly paranoid after robbers raided his home and made off with goods totaling 180,000 rand, including a cash time chain ebenaya. Apparently, it looks like an inside job, so no, his neighbors will not be getting a cup of sugar anymore. Nani nikade umntu who's wearing a cash time chain without a single.
It's Definitely cash time for all of those robbers right now. The Lion King producer Lebogang Lebu Morake believes that SA should focus more on bringing down blessers and less on his 4 marriages, calling blesser culture sophisticated prostitution. So, he'd rather people put in the time, marry someone, and earn the money through divorce rather than getting the payment up front.
I wonder nje mane chata kangaka aba 50-50 bazawude baphelele phi na. So Mizi has had to put the New York launch of his book on hold because of eske waphelelwa lixesha doing it all in LA. That's what you get for spending too much time ukhangelana ne-US bigger babes.
Exactly. Now, last Sunday saw Pearl Thusi and Sizwe Dlomo engage in a tour over nothing, actually. Pearl read something wrong off the African Youth Awards list, and Usizwe pointed out, and then the fun started. They might not be on the list, they might not be youth, but at least they're acting like children. Also, Usizwe still hasn't changed his profile pic.
Sarafina producer Mbongeni Ngema has been charged with attempted murder. Now, apparently, he and a longtime friend, Bebesela Kumnandi, and the playwright thought he saw a friend flirting with one of his 3 wives, so he allegedly fired 3 shots into the air. Mr. Ngema ukhululwe ngebail 1,000, proving that freedom comes immediately when your lawyer knows what they're doing.
Yep, Serafina 3 in the making, or 2, whatever it is. And that was all the lowdown about those that couldn't keep it on the down low in the news this week.
Now, one thing you should never keep on the DL is what makes you special. Now, we give celebrities a chance to tell us in their own words why they're famous. Namhlanje sibuze uKat Sinivasan, and here's what he had to say.
Why am I famous? I'm not famous. I'm not famous yet. I'm coming. I'm coming. You'll see why I'm famous. Or going to be famous, or whatever. I'm not famous.
Nizivele Ganani from Kat, so you can get that selfie when you bump into him in public.
Now, time for us to close this chapter. Irel Kopoza will be back sooner than you can like and follow Ukat on social media. Do it now. See you guys soon. Coming up, we sit front row at Fashion Week with David Tlale. Then we clink a glass or 2 with the SAFTA winners.
For more of the stories so good, you could watch the repeat 100 and still be excited.
Now, speaking of excitement, a designer who is used to inciting it in fashion-forward people is designer David Tlale. And here's how he did it again with his latest showing from the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week.
King David, you are on another level after tonight's collection. When did nipples start becoming the thing?
For me, like, I have nipple phobia. Like, when I see them, I'm just like, why are your nipples looking at me? Put them away, please.
Kate Moss-Time. She went on the runway nipple-clad.
Oh wait, no, if we're talking runways, that's for forever.
When Shaka Zulu's Virgin Bride did it.
Who is, or what kind of person is a David Tlale Fashion Week fashion show front row smang-mang?
It's most likely an investor. It must taka that money.
She's expensive.
I like her.
You are her.
Tatum type of level girl, Louboutin, went 120% and then some.
What do you reckon is the most important thing? Coming up with a good theme or breaking it down, explaining it to your people?
I don't believe in explaining art.
If you go into a fashion show, designers have the book on the chair. You find some designers give things I haphazard, DJ, and you ask them, so what was the collection about? I see, extending up for you're like, hi, Sisi, hi, Sisi.
You can give a theme, the work always speaks for itself.
How many fashion showcases has David had over the years?
Let's say like 2 a year, over the last 10 years, like 20 or 40? Nothing.
20 or 40. I like your math.
Well, how long is a piece of string? Is David Tlale?
Because I'm guessing his age.
I don't even know if he knows how many times.
Million. Isn't he like the first designer in South Africa?
Over 100.
What was your favorite item about tonight's fashion show?
There was this long green dress. Every time it came around, I was like, this is the one that I would want.
Kirk Franklin, he recently wore one of your pieces. Tell me how that came about.
So me dressing Kirk was through an assistance of his manager, Reese Bonner. Boom, he gets to Nigeria. He goes like, this is what I'm wearing.
Did it make him want to stop?
Yes, in the spirit.
Now, once again, David shows that his reign at the top of local fashion is far from being over. Yeah, man, you guys seem pretty tight. Man, teta naye, man, cela nobe ibike, yoganya
Kakade
pockets.
sitight but that's my brother from another mother. But don't worry, I got you. Isaba nguwe, ibe ndimi ibe nguye. Same WhatsApp group. Uzilungise ke xa uzothetha no David, uziqokelele. He might get you an audience with Patrice.
Hashtag Blue Tick Gang. Yes. Now, moving swiftly from something that hasn't happened to something that did. The SAFTers held a cocktail party for last year's winners, and Real Kopoza was there to see where some of our favorite household names got their first breaks.
What was your first acting role?
My first acting role was on Home Affairs. I played a role called Calypso.
Was S12 in the lie.
Away.
Which is why a lot of people kept saying, ay, that guy, he's so bad. He's not an actor.
What would you like to be remembered for?
Wow, what a question.
I would love to be remembered as a generous giver.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing what you're doing?
Probably a pilot.
Teaching all the time.
Does music count?
Might be out there kind of as an adventurous game ranger type.
What is your opinion on those producers who use British and American actors to tell South African stories?
I really don't think Americans and the British should play our roles. If that's the case, then nathi masiye phana senze sijuxuze nathi mshana.
Michelle Obama usaba kuthembisa mdoda kungakhala.
You know what I mean? Kungakhala.
As long as the lions don't revolt, the hunter will always tell the story.
Let's just get straight to the point and be very clear about that. It's a business decision at the end of the day.
You know, I used to complain about certain things like that, but I've got a new perspective.
I'd be at West Park Cement. I am an actor, and my second and my third choices are being an actor and nothing else.
If there was a movie about your life, what would you want to call it?
Blissfully unaware. I don't know.
I would call it The Phoenix, because there's a saying that the phoenix rises from the ashes, and they tried it, and they didn't get it, and I rose.
Fat bastard.
Though that may be true, unfortunately, that name is already taken by a wine estate. Askies.
Now, if you need to refill your wine or pay attention to your company because you've been neglecting them all show long, nali thuba lakho ke wena sizothatha ikhefu thina.
After the break, we have JR, A-Reece, and DJ Slique in studio to tell us about their upcoming tour.
RGB, the home of celebrities, is back with more of the interviews so good abakwavi babukela thina to see how it's done.
Shades. Now, our guests in the seat of superstars tonight are three musicians who are uniting to form the biggest hip-hop tour our nation has ever seen, and they are here to share how three heavyweights calmed their egos and combined their talents to give us the Whose Tours Anyway.
Now, RGB is proud to have been joined in studio by A-Reece, DJ Slique, and JR. Gentlemen,
Thank you very much. It's good. I think you guys should have said one heavyweight and two.
Backup singers.
Yeah, I think you should have just put it like that.
We're not talking about actual body don't.
Yeah, I thought it was much too, you know?
So now we know who's the Beyonce of this group.
Oh. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm the Beyonce of the group. I don't know. Am I? Am I the Beyonce of the group?
Diva, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But guys, how did the idea for a tour come about?
Well, I mean, I had an album coming out, and I wanted to go on tour, but I was like, the album will sell. But like, Reece just had a 3-song release as well, the Go and Big Up Yourself EP, and then Slique had Ocean's video when he's got in Jayam Volume 1 as well, that's out. So I said, boys, why don't we just bring all the efforts together, just do a tour for ourselves, and whose tour is it anyway? Because it's not our tour, it's actually the people's tour, and that's what makes more sense.
Great name. And you know what's weird? I mean, the landscape in South Africa at the moment is you've got so many guys going up against each other. So this is a really great thing, I think, for the industry and breaking the stereotype, this beef stereotype. It's always this person versus that person. It's money versus blah, blah, blah. How do you guys kind of break that stereotype and go, you know what? We're actually in this thing together. And if you want to grow an industry, That's how it needs to be.
Slique?
The thing is, I'm cool with Jay. I'm cool with Reece. Together, it's something else. But individually, you can, divided you can fall, but together you can stand, type of thing, So for us, it's just like really getting the music out to the people and also trying to put on other people in other cities. Because with each city that we go to, we kind of put on the local hot act from that region. We don't have to go against each other. We don't have to fight for the same pie, you know what I mean? So
do you guys check your egos at the door before you work together?
There's none here.
Egos.
There's none here.
There's no egos.
Here, we're talking about here. We're talking about here. Here.
But on the tour, there's egos.
Where?
I want A-Reece to answer this. I want to hear what Reece has to say.
There's no egos on the tour. There's nothing like that. I'm telling y'all. It's up to y'all who y'all believe, but I'm letting y'all know there's no ego. Everything's it's all good. Like, I think the nice thing about it is, like, I was lying about the ego thing, but the thing is we're all solo artists in our own right.
Yeah.
And everybody wants what they want, you know what I mean? So I'm traveling with my own team, they're traveling with their own team or whatever, and then we need to get to a common understanding. Yeah. So we need to have those weekly meetings where we sit down and everybody understands what's what. So if A-Reece drinks milk and I drink water, when we get there and there's only water, it's a problem. You understand? All those kinds of things. So we need to take all those things into consideration. But like, there's nothing better than touring with these guys and seeing our fans as we go along,
Nice. Speaking of which, though, what can people expect from this tour?
If you rock up, you'll find me opening the show.
Yeah.
DJing, setting the mood right, And then I DJ for JR as well. Something I had to learn on tour. We're getting better by the show and it's electrifying right now. Then I DJ for Reece as well. We take it to the top, last floor, and then I DJ for you just to put you in a body bag again, and then the show's over. Like for you,
that sets apart this tour from any other tour that maybe someone has bought a ticket for before.
I think the difference in the tour versus other tours is that you've got a young guy like A-Reece, you know what I mean, who's 20 years old. I mean, when I was 20, A-Reece is probably in a diaper. You were in a diaper.
I was like 15 or 12 or so.
No.
John, am I the right age for a Ben 10? Am I the right age?
That's till time. I think that's till time. Yeah, it's till time. Definitely till time. So you got Reece coming through with the young angle, you know what I mean? And the young kids love him. And then you got Jay coming through at at 30 years old, catering to a certain market that really wants to come through and wants to spend and wants to do this. So you get the different dynamics in the crowd. So it's those kinds of things, but there's always a happy surprise in it. And once we're in a section, bottles are popping,
of the party,
champagne flowing.
Milk is popping.
Milk for A-Reece is popping.
What? Water, sparkling water.
There we go.
Yeah.
That new single, Lactose Intolerant, coming. I see you, dog. There we go.
Juice box.
Now, are you guys just doing the Gauteng area, or are you taking it national? What cities are you guys going to be touring in?
We're national. We're national. We're definitely national.
Imagine taking the music to the people, there'll always be groupies on tour. How do you guys deal?
You can join us for a shot, but that's it.
No, but Kalogo, there are always ladies who want some,
a shot,
the club,
a picture, and that's it.
I think for these guys, more especially, I think they've got the vibe and they're cool. They've got the cool thing about them. For me, it's not that. For me, honestly, it's always the guys. Like, I've got guy groupies. Like, I really do. Like, guys always just wanna hand me a demo or can you advise me to help me on something else? You know what I mean? But I don't think we've ever. I don't think we've ever experienced.
I don't worry, it's these cameras we're seeing.
Don't know. I smell liar stuff.
I was honest. I said we have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
We interact with the people. We have shots if we have a shot. We take pictures if we want pictures. And that's it.
So has any one of you had a crazy groupie experience?
Exactly.
Well, they cry for him most of the time on tour.
For Reece.
Like tears. When they see him, they cry tears.
No.
Congratulations, definitely in order for where JR, you're about to become a father with your girlfriend Utsepi Vundla. You guys kept this relationship hidden for a while. Let's actually, they need one of these. Well done for doing well, JR, for making a JR.
My first guy in the world, big time.
You guys kept this thing very secret. When it came out, we were like, oh, snap. A relationship? Oh, a kid? Oh!
No, I'm actually like a very private guy, so I'm not about all your public, you know, and all those things. It's not what I'm about, you know. And everybody who knows me will know that my private life remains that way. Because like for me, it's my sanity, it's peace of mind. You know, I'm public interest, so there's always keen interest on what I have to say, or you know who I'm working with, or what the album is, and there's always that. So I just feel like for my sanity and to do what I need to do, and more especially right now in the situation, just the ability to actually protect my child's well-being, I need to be able to sensitize the kind of information that I let out. So yeah, thank you to everybody who says like, you know, congratulations. But you know, I'm not the first guy in the world to have a child. Neither am I the last. I just feel like...
But I think it feels that way, though, don't you?
I'm just fortunate enough to be having a child with a partner that I love and with a partner that, you know, mutually respects me. You know, those are the nice things about it. You know, it could have been worse. You know, I could have had a child with someone else, or she could have had a child with someone else. You know what I mean?
You,
Reece and Slique, are there any particular ladies in your lives that we need to know about?
Zero.
So your applications is vulewe. If ladies want to come and slide into the DM.
It's that year of like, I love you very much, but I don't have time for this. I gotta work on myself. Yeah.
That was a slick answer.
It was. I see what you did there. Reece?
Okay. No, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
It's just like no one wants anything that's like nothing. So
you guys just don't want your business out in the street, ne?
Yeah, but also, I don't have. I just don't have.
So all 5 of the girls who think they're your girl will be like, yeah, shut
There's no one out there. There's no one out there who thinks that they're my girl.
They'll have to change the name of this tour to Whose Girl Is It Anyway? Reece, why did you leave Ambitious Records?
Yes, man. Why did I leave?
Yes, sir.
They didn't cut the check.
You just weren't happy? They just weren't doing the stuff that you wanted to do?
They just didn't cut the check, man.
You feel like you deserve so much more, that you worth more?
Money?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I ask him how much money?
I'm confident.
Let's see if it's as much as JR's baby shower.
But look, man, that doesn't matter, you know. I'm over that. I'm over that, you know, that experience. It's over now.
No small claims court, nyana.
Nah, no.
So no, Judge Judy.
Nah.
No, that's good, bro.
You know, I'm over that. It's done now. It's about me now.
Thank you very much for coming through. That's Slique J. Reece, right?
Yeah.
You guys can have that. Okay. You guys can have that. That's merchandise material right there. J. Reece. Now, striking the right tone is useless if it's not what your audience wants to hear. Then again, that's the player's choice. Play for the money or for your soul. Now, we've reached the point where tonight's story ends, but if you still have any footnotes or agenda to add to our annex, then burn some of those pricey bundles on our Facebook official Real Kopoza or Twitter and Insta handle @officialRGB, and please use the hashtag Real Kopoza, so we can reply and not leave you grey ticked.
You can help us get more likes than Queen Bee's book, Errors, by going to our personal pages @Donovan Goliath. I'm @Sanaza Yolo. On that note, good night.